All right, YouTube, back again here at BuyTruckWheels.com, bringing you our latest video on some ALCOA wheels here. Today we're going to be talking about ALCOA's 22.5x9 10-lug hub pilot wheel options that they offer, some of their applications and trucks that they go on, different finish options, and different tire sizes you may consider for these wheels. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you today is ALCOA's part number 89U63X. I added the X to the end to signify that it comes in different finish options. This particular wheel here happens to be high polish, which would be 89U637, but it is also available in mirror polish or Durabright. These are 22.5" in diameter with a 9" width, and it is 10-lug hub pilot, as you can see, and we consider this a flat face wheel. So if I move around here, you can kind of see it's got more of a flat face. This wheel is built for heavy steer applications for semi-trucks. This part number is a great upgrade for trucks with the standard 22.5x8.25 wheel and tire on the front that may want more capacity with a wider wheel and tire. Yesterday I actually saw it being used as a lift axle on a heavy haul Peterbilt as well. And the most common use would be as a steer wheel on the front of a truck. The load rating on this wheel is 10,000 pounds compared to 7,400 pounds for a standard 22.5x8.25 forged wheel. As you can see, it's got 10 smaller round vent holes going around the outside, and this wheel weighs 48 pounds. And I wanted to make sure I mentioned, because of the flat face and offset change compared to a standard wheel, it will push this wheel a few inches out from your truck compared to the standard wheel offset. This will give your truck a wider stance and almost always ensure the wider wheel and tire will fit properly. And for our engineer types out there, this wheel has a 3.12" inset, which measures the back side of this mounting surface to the center of the wheel, which is where the center of where the tire sits. And the back spacing of this wheel is a little bit more than 8 inches. So on this wheel, from my experience, most folks are upgrading to the 315 80R 22.5 tire. I've also heard of people using the 12R 22.5 or the Low Pro 295 60R 22.5. And obviously, if I miss any tire sizes out there that you guys know about, feel free to add those to the comments as well. All right, so one last time, this is ALCOA's 89U63 series, and I'll kind of walk around so you can kind of see, you know, the flat face, how far back the dish is, and it's a 9" wide wheel, and it comes in 3 finishes. This is high polish you see in front of you. It also comes in a mirror polish and a Durabright finish. And I actually have another video in this series explaining those differences if you want to check that out. Okay, so moving on to the second wheel in our video here, I want to show you ALCOA's part number 89U64X. Step back a little bit. Obviously, very different face there. And again, I added the X to signify that it comes in different finish options. This one here is high polish, but it's also available in mirror polish, Durabright, and Durablack if you want black wheels on your truck from ALCOA. These are also the same diameter width of 22.5x9. It is also a 10-lug hub pilot, the same as the first wheel, but as you can see, it is not flat face, but more of a standard offset. Its offset is 6.94 inches compared to the 6.59 or 6.6 on the standard 22.5x8.25 wheel. So this would actually tuck under the truck more than the standard wheel or the first wheel I showed you if you put it as a steer wheel or used it in a steer application. And then again, for our engineer types out there, this wheel has a 5.99" inset, which would be from the back side of the mounting surface to the center of the wheel. And I just measured the backspace, and it looks to be a little bit more than 11 inches. And this wheel is also built for heavy applications for semi-trucks or heavy-duty trucks. But from my experience, I would say you mostly see this style of wheel on buses or something similar to that. I will say I have seen some as steer wheels on regular semi-trucks like Peterbilt or Kenworth or Volvo actually, but most of those trucks go with the flat face wheel to ensure it fits properly on the inside. And this particular part number is an all-position wheel, so it can be run as a steer like I've just talked about, or a drive depending on where you need it. If it were a drive, you just flip it around, and let me go ahead and do that for you. So here's the drive position, as you can see here, and this is what it would look like in the drive position. The load rating on this wheel is also 10,000 pounds. And as you can see, it has 10 2" vent holes going around the outside. And this particular wheel weighs 56 pounds. And from my experience, I've seen folks, again, running the 315 ADR 22.5 tire on it, or the 12R 22.5 tire. And of course, it's always good to measure your bolt patterns before you make your future wheel purchases, and we can show you how and help you out with that. Okay, so again, this is ALCOA part number 89U64X, and it is available in all of ALCOA's finishes. So please let us know if you have any questions about it. All right, guys, so hopefully today you learned a little bit more about ALCOA's 22.5x9 hub pilot options. And remember, our salespeople are here to help. If you like the video, feel free to smash that thumbs up button, and feel free to subscribe to our channel if these videos interest you. All right, and the next video I'm gonna go back to some North Star wheels. These wheels are gonna be also 22.5x9, both the 10 lug hub pilot option and the 10 lug stud pilot option for some of our older trucks out there. So if you have any interest of those, maybe you want to upgrade your steer wheels to some North Stars, we can help you do that as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.